Hi, it's Barbara Greenlee with Green Moon Stamp Studio, and today we're going to do a kit. So this is kits by Stampin' Up, and they're only available through the online store, and we're going to make a bunch of butterfly cards. Stay tuned all the way to the end, and I am going to do some alternative cards with the kit to make them kind of stepped up. Okay, let's get started. Today I am doing this kit. So this is the new kits by Stampin' Up, and this one is called Notes of Cheer. So they come in this nice brown box. That'll let you store all the cards you make. So let's see what we have. The kits are already designed for you and have everything cut and ready to make. So if I can get into it here. All right, so let's see what we have. We have, some little jewels and some mini dimensionals and card bases. Those are pretty. These are also card bases. This is a rather simple kit. It doesn't involve stamping. Pretty envelopes with scallop edges and in 3 different colors. Okay, let's set those aside. And then these are plain white bases. Okay, so we have plain and rainbow and butterflies. And then we have some laser cut butterfly pieces. So this one makes 3 of each card, and there are 3 designs. So you get 9 cards. They print all the greetings in multiple languages. So okay, there's some English. So that one, the green one, oh, here we go. There's the English. I couldn't find the English. Okay, and then these, okay. All right, so we have all our greetings. So let's see. Oh, that's pretty. Some more laser cuts for the front of another card. And some glue dots to put everything together. You don't even have to provide your own adhesive. The other side of this that it came in has the instructions. Should be on the back of this. Okay, so we have picture instructions. And we have the coordinating colors listed right here. So the colors are Evening Evergreen, Pale Papaya, and Polished Pink. So let's start with this pretty rainbow card with the butterflies. And I think, okay, so yeah, it is just photos. So what they're telling you here is that you're going to put a dimensional in each corner and pop up this on your rainbow card, and then you're going to use dimensionals also on the back of your greeting and pop that up right there. So let's see what that looks like. So that is the rainbow card. And these are already scored for you, but you could still use a bone folder if you want to get a better crease on there. Usually these laser cuts, they have 2 sides. You got to decide which side you like better. One has kind of a brownish tinge to it where it's been laser cut, and the other side will be pristine white. So I'm going to use, I kind of like the brownish side. Yep, I'm going to use the brown side. I'm going to use my own dimensionals just because I like to give these little packs away, but you wouldn't need to. And I'm going to use more dimensionals than they suggested just because it will pop up off of the card better if you have it. I should put that one in there to get it closer to the butterflies. Okay, so let's take those off of there. Oops, already did that one. And then we will center it up on here with a border all around. That's cute. And then it asks for this little green one. So that's the You're on My Mind. So we'll pop that out. There are some little holes here that were pre-die cut, but you'll just poke the little things out. So if you didn't have a take your pick tool, you could probably use a pen, the end of a pen. Okay, let's put a couple of dimensionals on the back of that. See if the big ones, yep, the big ones will fit. They gave us smaller ones, so mini dimensionals would also work for everything you need to do on this card and your whole kit. Okay, so placement, they put it like over the big butterfly on the bottom. So let's do it just like they did. And voila, cute little card. Very simple, easy for anybody to complete. Would make a great gift for teenagers or even younger kids since there's not any stamping in it. Okay, let's do the second card. The second card is even simpler. It is just this butterfly card with the You Make Life Brighter put on front with 4 dimensionals. So that couldn't be any simpler. Any beginner could do these. I'm also going to make some alternative projects with these that I'll share with you at the end. Let's see, you want to make sure that you don't put your dimensional so far over that it's not on the butterfly. So we'll put 2 on that side and 2 on this side. Okay, peel off those liners and it might look nice at an angle too. I'm going to do it the way they did it, but I think I like it on an angle. Oops, get my butterfly straight here. That also helps if you are challenged about getting it straight. If you do it on an angle, then you don't have to worry about it being straight. So that is that card. So there's 3 of those. And then the 4th card is this white background, card base, I mean, and then with this die right here, this laser die, this one, Yes, there are 3 of those. So it does not say, oh yes it does, right here. That little dark spot is these little dimensionals. So I am going to go ahead and use their dimensionals because I don't have, well, let me go get mine. Okay, here's mine. So we're just going to put one in each corner. It is like barely going to fit. But it is on a white card, so I guess, yeah, I'm not liking that. I am going to cut mine in half. So you can always cut them in half. They will use less dimensionals that way. So I'm going to put them at a little bit of an angle here on each corner. Let's see, there's no place to put one in the middle, so we're stuck with just the corners. Okay, and this is the white card base. Doesn't matter which way you fold these. And the card just looked better the other way, so I went with that. So this one is a landscape card, and we are putting this in the center. It's got a wide amount of margin all the way around. Okay. This one has 2 greetings. So we're going to do 3 dimensionals on the little note of cheer, and then 3 dimensionals on the little yellow piece that says, I'm here for you today and always. Oh, and this one has, I wonder if the other ones had, yeah, the other ones have little, we'll go back and do little rhinestones after. Okay. So we need the little yellow one that says, I'm here for you. And we need a little note of cheer. So let's put 3 dimensionals. It says 3. That sounds like a good idea. I'm going to line up the straight edge of these because they barely fit on here. Line up the straight edge with the straight edge of the dimensional. And I'm going to put that on first so that I can overlap it a little bit with the note of cheer. So we're going to put this on straight. That looks about centered. And then we're going to do 3 dimensionals on this one. I'm going to use my big dimensionals. And since this is going to overlap a little bit, I'm going to put my dimensionals closer to the top instead of the middle, because it's going to overlap that other piece. So don't want it to teeter-totter on the other piece. Okay, so, and I had plenty of room. That's where it hits the other dimensional. So this just goes across here and overlaps Cute. The little note of cheer. Looks like my phone's a little crooked. There we go. So now we're going to go back and put the little bling on there. So let's see for reference what they did with their bling. So they put about 5 of them on this, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on that, and 1, 2, 3, 4. They put 5 on every card. So we can kind of follow along what they did, but this is where you can make your own, take your own artistic license with this. So get my take your pick tool, and let's grab one of these, put it up here, and another one over here. Oops, I've got a dimensional right there, so I'm going to move it over a little bit. Oop, come back. I usually don't want to put it right on top of a dimensional because then in an envelope it can't press down there, but over here on the side of the dimensional it can. Let's get a bigger size one. I think there's only 2 sizes here, so there's no dimensional right there, so I'll put that one there. And let's see, we can do one right here. And one down here. Okay, that's pretty close to where they did it. They put it in a similar spot. So that's yeah, it looks a lot better with the little bling on there. So that's that one. And then let's do this one. So this one, they kind of scattered it along here. So we will put one up here. This one, the only dimensionals are behind here, so I don't have to worry about where I'm placing them as far as the dimensionals. Maybe right there. And put one right there and one right here. So that kind of gives us a little triangle going around the greeting. Okay, and then this one, let's look for reference where they put them. Yeah, a few up here and then a few down here. So they did like 3 and 3. Groups of 3 is what you want to do, because that's more pleasing to the eye. Let's put a big one over there, and a couple of little ones over here. The other thing is, when you're placing rhinestones, you don't want them to be on the same lines. So like imagine your grid paper on here. So line, line, line. So that's 3 different vertical lines and 3 different horizontal lines. It looks better that way, and your eyes like it better that way. Let's see, there's one, and we can put one outside here. Let's see, let's put one right inside first. And then another one down here. So same thing here, I made kind of a triangle. They're on different verticals and different horizontals. So that's this one. And now let's do something different with these and spice them up a little bit. Okay, so I walked around my studio and looked at colors and came up with a plan. So let's do this one first. See, this one is this little greeting right here, so we need that. We'll just poke out the little extra holes. And I decided that I would do polished pink for the background on this one, for the card base. So I cut a piece of polished pink cardstock in half and, oh, get out of there. And scored it. So I'm going to fold that. These kits would be great to bring on a trip somewhere. Of course, you wouldn't be able to redesign them. You'd have to go with what they were. We do a lot of RVing. I could see if I went RVing a lot, or for an extended amount of time, I should say, then I might want to bring along some kits because everything I need is inside there, and I wouldn't have to bring my whole studio with me into the RV. So this is the card base that I just cut down. So I cut it down to 4 by 5 1/4 so that I could use it as a mat. So I'm going to just put it flat on here. That's going to elevate this card a little bit. And then I need my die, laser die. So I'm going to do the same thing that did the first time and put dimensionals in the corners. And let's use the little dimensionals to get in here a little bit to help raise up these butterflies. They usually give you plenty of dimensionals. Since I'm not using theirs, I can't speak to there being leftovers, but there usually are leftover. I'm not even sure what we needed the glue dots for. There was a little pack of glue dots in there. We didn't use the glue dots, so we definitely did not need those. So this, I had gone and measured this, and it was oh no, I'm sorry, that was the other card. This one is 3 3/4 by, what would that be, 4 by 5. So 3 3/4 by 5, and that's why it fits perfectly on here. Then I thought we would jazz this up a little bit with some ribbon. So I am going to, whoops, those little dots don't want to go away. Okay, so I am going to put some ribbon on the back of this. This is the Pale Papaya Open Weave ribbon. So just a little bit like that, and then cut off my extra. And I think I'm going to relocate this up to the top. I like it up there better. So go ahead and put 2 dimensionals on it like we did before. I think there's more room up here. Make sure it's straight. There we go. And then we need our bling. Oops, not with the pen. So let's put one up here and one down here, one over here. That's 3. 4. The big one. Whoops, that's not where I was ready for it. Let's see, there's a dimensional right there. Let's go right in here close to the ribbon. Okay, there we go. So here is the original, and here is one that's stepped up a little bit. So let's do another one. This one right here, I think we can step this one up a little bit. I decided on this one to go with the pale papaya for the card base. And this one goes landscape. And I cut down, or I cut out a piece of white paper. Actually, I cut down the card base that I would have used. So this little die here is 4.5 by 3. So I just made this card base, I cut it down to 3.25 by 4 3/4. No, there's like a little defect right there. So that'll be the back side. Okay, so on this one, I am going to, let's see, I think, do I want to pop that up? Let's pop it up with dimensionals. So, oh yeah, this is that one that we're going to have to cut. Where's my little scissors? This is the one that we're going to have to cut down. Oh, I don't like using these scissors for that, but I must have left my little scissors over there when I was looking for what paper I want. So we are cutting this down in half for each corner. And then we're going to pop it up on the white piece. There we go. Ah, whoops. Wants to be on my finger instead of the card. Okay. Okay, so that's popped up, and then I'm going to pop it up again. And I'm going to put these dimensionals inside from the corner a little bit. Now I need to go find my little scissors. But I don't want to stop. So there, and inside the corner. Then I'm going to put it on this pale papaya cardstock. That's so pretty. There we go. And then we need our greeting. Which was this one and this one. And I am going to add a little bit of a flip up on the end on these with my bone folder. Not too much because I still want to put this down the middle. There. So this is going to get the little dimensionals. And this is why I picked the pale papaya, because it matches this little secondary greeting right there. And don't ever throw away this outline of your dimensionals, because you can use that whole edge. All right, so we're going to center this. There we go. And then we're going to add some bling. So let's just put it the same place we had before. One up there. I meant to grab a big one for that one over there, but that's okay. We'll put a big one right here. And then we need another little one. And let's do another big one right there. Okay. Okay, so there is the original, and then souped up a little bit. Okay, the last one is the butterfly. So I just took the butterfly card and cut it off there, and then I ran it through the dots embossing folder. And the dots embossing folder is for the mini. It's, you know, like 3 inches wide or less than 3 inches. So I had to do half and half. So I centered those dots down the body of the butterfly and ran it through. And then I ran through the other side, just kind of offset those dots to line up with the ones on the other side so that I could get this dot pattern. I was worried that it might leave a little line right there for the edge of the embossing folder, but it didn't, so I'm happy about that. And I decided to go with a Pear Pizzazz for a card base. So here's my card base. And then I grabbed a piece of Evening Evergreen, and this is 5 1/4 by 4, so that it just has a normal mat around here. And I ran it through the Tasteful Textile embossing folder. And let's see, front and back, I guess it doesn't matter. That textured paper is wanting to pull the paper off, so I'm going to put my tape over here instead of on the textured paper. Okay, let's put this down. And then we're going to pop up the butterfly with some dimensionals. Still don't know where my scissors are. And I'm just putting them around the outside because I know I'm going to put that greeting in the middle. Here's the one from the kit. So I'm going to move my greeting up a little bit, I think. I might even move my butterfly over. Yeah, should it be centered? We can't go at an angle because then actually we could. Why, there's no rules, right? Let's go at an angle. And that just means I'm going to cut off the extra. So I'm going to flip my card over and trim the extra butterfly off the edges. Okay, then I'm going to get this You Make Life Brighter. And I also grabbed some ribbon for this one too. This is out of the new holiday catalog. It's white glittered organdy ribbon. So I thought that might be fun. Let's just get some of that. Plus it kind of has like little pinkish dots. Let's add some texture to this by giving it some curls. And we might even, oh, I found my scissors. I'm going to put some little tails on this. So if you cut up the middle and then cut from each side, you can put a little tail, a little banner thing, whatever, I don't know what to call it. So there we go. So I think we're going to put that right here, a little bit offset. That looks good right there. But we're also going to put some ribbon. I missed a little bit. I'll just tuck that in. And this is a pretty easy way to apply ribbon, especially this stiffer, thicker ribbon. Making a bow out of it is would have been harder with it being a little more stiff. Okay, I'm liking that. So let's get some dimensionals. I'm still using up this pack here. So I want this to stand up in the middle. So I'm not going to put dimensionals on the outside parts, just the middle. Okay, so this is going to be right about here. Okay, and then we just need bling. So let's do that. Get some little ones. Oh, I almost put that on the same. See if I can move it. Yeah. Let's put it over here. Okay. I didn't want it in the same line as that. Alrighty. Right there. One, two, three, four, 5. I think 5 is enough. Yeah, that looks good. Okay, so there we go. There's the butterfly card stepped up a little bit. So it's a pretty fun kit. I like, I didn't change this one a lot. I like all of the different, I like it. So, but I do love butterflies, so that helps, right? And then, of course, you've got these fun envelopes to go with them. So that'll be great. This green envelope I'm definitely using with my green card there, and the pink, yeah. And then I think the blue ones go with the note of cheer. But anyway, you could use whichever envelopes you want. And so that's it. Well, I hope you enjoyed making those butterfly cards. Pick up one of those kits in my online store, which you can get to through my website. And give me a like and subscribe to my channel. Thanks.